So the WWE rosters have obviously been split up since 2016. They had a big brand extension then. They had another one in 2019 after that one kind of fell through. And WWE's next draft and the subsequent shakeup of the rosters is scheduled to be Friday, October 1st on SmackDown. And it looks like on the September 20th edition, after the September 20th edition of Raw, WWE is looking to incorporate some sort of a wildcat rule. This is according to, I believe, Wrestle Votes and Fightful and other sources. The reports indicate that if Roman Reigns' advertisement on the red brand leads to bigger ratings than normal for Raw, which it kind of did, then you could see more SmackDown talent showing up on Raw and vice versa. They could have some of the big stars on Raw and kind of have a wild card rule for likely the champions and people like Brock Lesnar and the like, really big stars. So the rule would largely the Wildcat rule originally in 2019, I believe it was very negatively received by audiences, and it was later scrapped after the second brand extension. But Trevor, is this a smart idea for WWE, having people show up on both brands? What does it show about their mentality towards the brand split right now?
They realize that Raw is not doing so well. This is just my perception of it. They realize that Raw isn't doing so well, so bringing other stars on Raw to boost the pretty much the ratings and boost the audience would help. You know what I mean? At this point, anything I think would be positively received toward the red brand. Anything you try to do, like at least your fans know that you're trying to do something, that you actually give a shit about this pretty much this flagship show. But at the moment, no one believes you do, so no one else does. But I think it'd be positive. I think to have that brand split and the wildcat rule, even just to try it and see how it works, I think would be worth their while.
You should call it the Bearcat rule in honor of Keith Lee. But yeah, no. In all seriousness, I don't like it. I didn't like the Wildcat rule when they incorporated it. The whole point of the brand split is to make it special when someone else shows up on the brand. If you're not going to have the brand split, don't have it. Treat Raw and SmackDown like your two main shows. Build all of your storylines using both shows and just don't have a brand split. But if you already have the brand extension, and look, USA and Fox are very deeply invested into the brand extension because Fox likes the fact that they can say Roman Reigns is exclusive to SmackDown because they can build up that Roman Reigns is their guy, their wrestling guy. Vice versa, USA likes to do that with people like Lashley or Big E or whoever is a champion right now, right? So that's what the two networks really like, and I think at the end of the day, you're not going to see this incorporated on a larger scale, and if you do, I'm gonna be very skeptical about it because I think the fans are just gonna the fans might actually start to tune out because if they're like, well, we're getting all the action on or most of the action on Raw or whatever, or it's gonna be a recap. There's no reason to watch it. So I don't like this. I think it sets a bad precedent. And it shows us what we already know, that WWE doesn't really care about the brand extension. They don't really care about brand exclusivity and they don't want to keep it special because the one time that these brands are actually supposed to meet is like Survivor Series. That is when you got the Survivor Series is now basically bragging rights. You got SmackDown versus Raw every single year. And then if you're going to just have multiple people showing up on each show every single time, it's going to make that less special. It's going to make things like the Royal Rumble less special, and it's just kind of, again, it's just not going to be logical because you're not following your own rules. WWE is an entire company that they put very little rules, very small amount of written rules into their wrestling and into their show. But the few ones they have, like the brand split, they always seem to undercut and they always seem to undermine. It just doesn't make sense to me because then why is your audience there? Your audience is told that, well, why should I care when everything you do is just week to week and dependent on how you feel in the moment. It's not logical. Don't do it, WWE. The networks won't like it. It makes very little sense. That you want to have better ratings for Raw? Here's an idea. Write better.
That's too easy. Because if that's the case, they would have been done it already. But I mean, like, it's too easy. They want to do things the hard way, and that's why I said what I said. But I mean, honestly, it's dumb. Like, if you want to show better, like you say, treat it better, work on it better, like get better writing, get better talent. I mean, give talent a chance. But they don't do that, and don't
No.
name characters the fucking Bearcat.
It's like next week we're gonna have Damien. Fucking Big Dog. No, that's already taken. Shit.
Wild
Roman,
Moose or some shit.
Roman Big Dog Reigns. Wow. Look how he's a big dog. Who's a good dog? Roman.
Is he at least like this? Is he at least wearing like high school or college gear when he comes out?
You'll have to see it, Trevor. I promise you won't be disappointed.
I'm sure I will be.
He's a Bearcat, all right? Yeah, that name's never gone bad for anyone, all right? You remember Wildcat Chris Harris in TNA?
Are you really gonna talk about that?
No, we're not gonna talk about it. We'll talk about something that's going on in the chat right now. Ryan Woodridge asks, do you want to see Triple H join AEW next year? That would be interesting for sure. I don't think it's going to happen, but that would totally be interesting.
Interesting. I mean, but what? I wonder what capacity.
He's never leaving.
I mean, he's not, but
he's married to Vince's daughter. He's never leaving.
Oh no, he's not. But I'm just saying, if he did, like, what capacity would he be? Probably be like someone backstage. He wouldn't be an active.
What would he be? What would he even take? Because Triple H is the guy. You need to give him control. Tony Khan's not going to give up control.
Oh no.
He'd just be like an EVP, like part of the booking committee. But I don't think he would never do that. He's got it too good in WWE. He's literally Vince still loves him. It's not happening. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.